என்னடா யோசிக்கிற? There is nothing to think so much மச்சான். தைரியமா போ. ட்ரஸ்டபிள்ரா. 3 வருஷத்துக்கு முன்னாடி என்ன பார்த்துருக்கல, இப்போ நான் பார்க்குறல்ல. How confident I am because I have taken a right decision. நான் கொடுத்த அட்ரஸ் போய் விசிட் பண்ணு. You will have a personal care from them.
எல்லா பேஷண்ட்ஸுக்கும் பர்சனல் கேர் தராங்க. 30 years of proven medical records. All eye care treatment under one roof. அதான் ஆர்கே ஐ சென்டரோட ஸ்பெஷாலிட்டி.
My dear children of God, it's my pleasure to be with you all once again for this episode, how to lead a life that would be pleasing to the Lord. For a couple of weeks I have been sharing what God did in my personal life, how He could groom us to take up higher assignments in the later years, and how He helps us to have the foundation laid so that at later years we are in a position to grow up in our career and fulfill all the plans that He has for us. Last few weeks I have been sharing how God helped me to get a job in a government organization, Singareni Collieries, and how He helped me to learn on implementing turnkey projects in floating the tender to bid system, selecting the contractors, then going about approving their shop drawings, getting them erected, commissioned, and finally operating the plant. All these things happened between 1997, after 2 years training, 77 to 80. This is what I was doing. It was a very rich experience, like how God groomed Joseph in Potiphar's house as well as in the prison. He was grooming up in all these years as to how to apply what we learn in college to put it practically into the real field. But yet at the end of 1980 I found that all the expansion plans were shelved, and I may have to continue, if I continue in that organization, only as a operating chief, just looking into operations of the plant, converting coal into coke. And what I have been learning all these years, I am not learning any further. There was a stagnation. So I was getting worried, frustrated. I thought, having joined this Singareni Collieries as number 1 in the merit list, I will get the promotions faster. I was assistant engineer, so the moment if a position gets open for executive engineer, I will be the first one to get promoted. But nothing was happening, and real disappointment was shelving the byproduct extraction, which I considered as the most critical thing for a chemical engineer to learn. That project was shelved for various reasons. It was then I decided to leave that organization and take up some job in a private organization. I thought in private we can grow faster compared to government, and in government normally what happens is your individual skill is not much valued. You are like horses and donkeys will be treated together. So I thought maybe if I shift to a private organization, I can grow or climb the career ladder faster. So I started looking around in the papers for applying for jobs. It was then I realized most of the people, especially after 5 years of experience, were asking for post-graduation management for any middle level position in any organization. Then I decided, okay, I should look for a job at metropolitan cities. This was just a town where I could take up a part-time MBA, work as well as go for an MBA. That's what I thought. So I started applying at various places, and once I used to visit Chennai. That is where my parents were living at the time. That is where I studied. Only twice a year I used to visit, taking 6 days casual leave, once during Easter time, another during Christmas time. I used to save all my earned leaves for critical purposes later. So I was coming to Chennai in 1980 December for Christmas vacation. As I was about to start for this leave, there came an interview letter for me from a company called Arudra Engineers Private Limited. I didn't even know that I had applied to that company because it was a post box advertisement that they had advertised. So I only wrote to a post box address, but they responded by telling sometime back you had applied for our company, please attend an interview. It was a blessing in disguise. In any case, I was going to Chennai. So I thought, okay. In those days, there was no website and all. You can't know about a company by going to the website. There was no website details. So I was asking my friends how this company, they all said it's a water treatment company, nothing to do with projects. So I went there, attended the interview. General manager interviewed me. He was sort of impressed because of my project experience, and he suggested that I meet MD also, managing director. He also interviewed me. Both of them were impressed, and they were offering me assistant manager position. I said I applied only for assistant engineer. I thought engineer was bigger, but they said no, Narendranath, your salary at government is far more than what others are getting here. So because of your distinction in passing out BTech and as well as because of your rich experience, we thought we will straight away take you to assistant manager position. It's higher than assistant engineer for which you had applied. There itself I could see God's hand. God says He will make you head and not the tail. That is what we see in Deuteronomy 28:13. And also He says in 28:3 Deuteronomy, you will be blessed in the city as well as blessed in the country. So I could sense that maybe I will be getting a job here. I was worried because in government the job security is more. Nobody can remove you from job that easily. Even if a senior wants to remove you, he cannot. It all is a big process. My father was a government employee. He used to say, it is safer to be in government. But now I am shifting to a private. I didn't know much about my private and all. So I asked my MD, how is the job security? He said, it is secure. Why are you asking? I said, if I make any mistakes in my estimation and if I cause some losses for the concern, will I be checked out? He said, no. Mistakes can happen, but it should not be deliberate where you scheme things to help competitors. Such things only will be viewed seriously. Making mistakes like this is not a concern. You learn by making mistakes. I found it very encouraging. Then he said, well, all said and done, you have project experience and you are entering into a water treatment company. So go through 3 months of design training in water treatment, next 3 months in marketing, next 3 months in fabrication, next 3 months in erection testing and commissioning. So in 1 year, you should become a master in water treatment. I said, okay, but the basic reason behind shifting over to Chennai only I knew. I wanted to do my part-time MBA, and also I thought maybe a professional I can marry, like a doctor or some. In those days, computer and all had not come that effectively. It was all early stages. Such professionals won't marry you at Mancheriala, where I was working earlier, which was a town. So these are the two main ideas. And third was I will be with my parents, who were about to retire at that time or just got retired. So I took up the job. My salary was protected. I was given an assistant manager level. And immediately after joining the organization, I saw that part-time MBA applications were being sold from Madras University. Hardly 12 to 20 seats were there, not like today where every institution gives you MBA. In those days, regular seats 12 or 20, I forgot. Part-time seats 12 or 20. Part-time you have to do 3 years. From 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock, 5 days a week you have to attend, 6 semesters. So I bought that application, filled up and gave it to the general manager, because it is he who has to forward it to MD. He had forwarded it. 2 weeks time was there for me to apply. My application form was not coming back, because they have, MD has to sign that he doesn't have any objection in my doing MBA, because I have to take a lot of leave to appear for exams, and employer has to give his clearance. That was required in a part-time course. MD was not signing. So 2 more days were there for last day for closing of application, the receipt. So I went and asked my GM. GM said, I don't know, MD is not signing, go and talk to him directly. Hardly 3 months back I joined. So I was scared to go to MD's cabin. So I just slowly went and asked him, sir, I had applied for part-time MBA, gave the application form. That was there, I could see that in his drawer. He said, I know. I said, I would like to join part-time MBA. He said, Narendranath, you hardly have 4 or 5 years experience. You just now joined our company. You are fresh to water treatment. You don't know anything about water treatment. Even this you have to learn. And I have given you 12 months training, 12 months time to learn on entire thing of water treatment. Now if I allow you to do MBA, how are you going to learn water treatment? The other thing, people who do MBA will start absenting themselves to attend classes, exams. They won't take up touring. You may have to tour a lot in marketing to get businesses all over India. And finally, an MBA guy, once when he gets MBA after 3 years, will leave this company and go. I have taken you with an idea that you will be there at least for 5 years. I don't want to create a situation where I myself help you to leave within 3 years, detrimental to me. Neither you learn nor I get benefited. Everything is detrimental to me. I said, no sir, I will only take leave for exams, and I know how to balance between job and studies. Please trust me. Minimum 5 years I will work for you. As you expected minimum, I may even work more. Please consider, sir. That was the only reason I came to Chennai to do MBA. He said, no, no, no. I told my views. But I was hanging around there, so he felt bad. So he said, okay, I will give you 1 more day's time. By tomorrow, this time you come to me. I don't want you to do MBA. But in spite of all these things, if you still want me to sign that application form, I will sign it. Then I felt very bad. I thought this was the only reason I came. MD is not able to understand, and I could understand his anxiety also. Then I didn't want to hurt him, and tomorrow if I come and say, please sign the application form, he'll be bitter, he'll be angry, and I don't know when he'll throw me out. Job security is more important than this. So immediately God put a thought in me. I decided to not to apply. So immediately within a second, after a small prayer, I told my MD, okay sir, give me that application form. I don't want to apply. He said, I gave you 24 hours time. Tomorrow by this time you decide. I said, for a decision I can take right now, I don't need 24 hours. Please give me, sir. You told your views, I told my views, but you don't seem to be convinced about my views, my assurances. So why should I hurt you? Please give me, sir, I am not applying. God moved his heart. Immediately he signed the application form and gave it to me. So I applied for MBA, and by the grace of God I got into MBA. Later on I was doing both MBA, studying for MBA as well as for water treatment, and God blessed me so that in the later years I could grow up because of my techno managerial experience. So, my dear children of God, our God is a God who can make you head and not the tail, and I have tasted it in my real life. More we will see in the weeks to come. Thank you.
அப்பாயின்மெண்ட் வாங்கிட்டல?
வாங்கிட்டேன்க்கா.
ஹே, why are you getting nervous? லாஸ்ட் மந்த் பிரியா குட்டியோட அங்க தான் விசிட் பண்ணேனா. எக்கனாமிக்கல்டா. இன்சூரன்ஸ் கூட கிளைம் பண்ணிக்கலாம். ப்ரீமெச்சூர் பேபிஸ்ல இருந்து ஓல்ட் ஏஜ் பீப்புள் வரைக்கும் விசிட் பண்ற ஒரு இடம்.
எல்லா பேஷண்ட்ஸுக்கும் பர்சனல் கேர் தராங்க. 30 years of proven medical records. ஆர்கே ஐ சென்டர் டி நகர்ல இருக்கிறதுனால accessible to all places.
Youngsters, you guys must take the right decision at the right time with the right people.